What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at inform Hakimi. He is the 85 right mid for Inter, and it has been a few days since he has come out from Team of the Week. We was meant to finish him on the Friday, but icons got in the way, and then on Saturday I think it was more icons, and honestly it's just been an absolute blur, and we've kind of hit a dead part of FIFA really, where there's no content for the weekend. Obviously they're bringing out icon SBCs, so they're not going to bring loads out at once. More than likely we're going to get a trickle effect as we go through the next few days, but hopefully we do find some more players. I'm kind of going through the golds, informs that I haven't done, and then obviously some icons if I can pick them up. But today we are looking at Hakimi. He is an 85 right mid, and it's a bit weird because back in the generations he was a right back for Dortmund, and now we've got him as a right mid. For me, I'm not a massive fan of him as right mid, and I think he's not necessarily a one-trick pony, but he's almost like the Traore of Serie A. He's quick, he can necessarily dribble, even though he's only got the 3-star skills, but he's kind of like that, just that quick player really. But let's get into the overall, or the in-games, and see how he did. So with Hakimi, he is 22k and 23k on the PlayStation. He has got 95 pace, 94 acceleration with the 96 sprint speed, and then everything else is 70s. Bar from his dribbling. He's got 84 dribbling, which gives you 81 composure, 79 agility, and 76 balance with the 83 reactions and 85 ball control. So it is a strange one. I prefer him definitely at right back, and I think he definitely would play better there. But he's a 3-star skiller, 2-star weak foot, so nothing too impressive there. He is a high attacking, medium defensive work rates, lean body type, and he is 22 years old, so he's got time to grow into this. And I just think he needs far too much for kind of like the game to almost make him into a better player. He needs multiple special cards to get him up there, because at the minute we're focusing mainly on the pace and then about above average dribbling. That's about it from him. He has got a one to watch, so obviously his one to watch can always be the one that's upgraded if you want to choose that version. That's coming in at 27k, so you can go and pick that one up now, and then if he does manage to get a few more upgrades, you have got that one in the bank ready to kind of go up. But if he does change position, maybe he plays right back for some reason, that would be the card then I'd be looking at, as long as he had a big defensive upgrade. People are looking at Sentinel for him, because I feel like a lot of people, instead of kind of pushing him forward, are bringing him back to his position where he should be and putting that kind of defensive zone on him, making him into an 85 right back with 82 defending and 83 physicals. You can go ahead and go the opposite way still and go with a finisher. That would get him into an 85 striker, 88 right wing, and I think I would love to bring him back to right back, and I think that's where he personally should be. But the stats lean towards more of a striking role, so I think personally for me, that's where I'm going to put him. It's a finisher, gives him 92 dribbling and 83 shooting with 91 finishing and 90 shot power with that finisher straight on. So I think for me that would be the best sort of chem style. And in terms of everything else, he's just average. I think he's going to be a good Serie A icon swaps player, but that's about it really. But let's go into some gameplay and see what he did for me. So with Hakimi, like I say, the main thing that he's got for him is that he's very quick. He is a quick player, and he does necessarily just kind of go forward. We see here, nice little ball across, doesn't quite get that finish on the head, but that's where he is. He's very quick at moving this, and we see the 1-2s, just a quick 1-2 layoff, and then we get the pass over to him, and the jet score on basically. He is quick. He's not necessarily the greatest dribbler, as you can see there. He manages to luckily get around that defender, but doesn't really kind of possess the skill to kind of dribble it around him. It is pretty much just a fake shot and being lucky there. And again, a little bit of strength battle, misses out, and unfortunately a little bit of AI kind of problems there, but we do manage to kind of try and go for the shot there. And as we see, I like him just going with this 1-2. He is brilliant at getting that pass over to Werner and then get down the wing. Sometimes, yes, they're going to find out, and if you keep doing it, more than likely you will probably find that he's just going to wait for it basically. We nearly get a great goal with Werner there, but unfortunately missed out. Again, we see him get the ball in this corner. He's making that darting run, always making that run, and that's always the nice thing about him, is he never stops going for it. And sometimes that can be the kind of the pro you need for a card. Sometimes if the stamina's not quite there, if the kind of work rate's not there, and you can kind of see him losing focus of the game, it's a lovely through ball, cracking goal there. But I think he's average. He is an average card, and I keep saying this. He manages to get a nice goal, but it's like 1 out of 10. He's not really going to do too much to kind of change your team. And like I say, I think the only reason people would have him is either they got him in the one to watch pack, or they are looking for a Serie A icon swaps kind of first owner player. We see that ball across, and then unfortunately Werner does miss out. But if we do go into the overall for him, then as you can see, prices across board are low. We see 27 for his one to watch across the board, and then we get 3k to 2k on his gold card. And as we see down here, trait wise, we've got speed dribbler and dives into tackles for the computer, so nothing for us. And in terms of Serie A right mids, I feel like he is up there. You've got a Lozano who is absolutely phenomenal. Yes, a little bit more of a price tag. You even have Lazzari with not necessarily the greatest speed, but I think Lazzari is definitely one of them ones that you could kind of put in his position. 3-star, so still not too impressive in terms of his kind of like just on paper ability. And I think Lozano would definitely be the choice. You have got Callion, who obviously is just a goal at the moment, but I think Lozano would be the choice there. And then in terms of right backs, if you did want to kind of drop him back, Cuadrado obviously is quite a nice choice. Florenzi has gone to, no, he is, in fact I think he is Roma now, isn't it? I want to say he's Roma now instead of, no, he's PSG. He's PSG. I was thinking then, I was like, I'm pretty sure he's either PSG or Roma. He came from Roma, and then he's gone into, obviously, PSG, so he's out of the question. So it practically is Cuadrado. Bruno Perez, I suppose, could be a shout with a sentinel on. Malcoit, if you do get him as a special, would be nice. But I think if you're not looking for maybe a rule breaker or a road to the final, maybe Hakimi could fill that space. I personally would go with more attacking than defensive in my opinion, but it all depends on what you want him for. In terms of how good he is, I've given him a 6.5 for pace and more fodder ability. 22k for an 85 right mid in the Serie A is not a bad little pickup price. I still would look at him a little bit cheaper if I could, but it's always just keep an eye on him because he could be one that kind of falls below the waistline just because of the nation. And if you can get like a Serie A team together, he actually wouldn't be that bad to put in. I think he's going to be average, but he's not going to be absolutely terrible and literally can't play whatsoever. He's just not foot champs worthy. In terms of links, we've got Rule Breaker, 9 Golem, and Lukaku, and then we also have an informed Vidal that was in the same week. We've obviously got Lozano and Lazzari. I feel like them two are obviously the kind of other choices, and it all depends on what you want to pay, or if you prefer maybe someone with a little bit more well-rounded stats going down on that right mid. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.